You guys, welcome back to my channel. This is T and this is my channel What's on T's Mind. This is just a general discussion page of what topics that I think that might be interesting to discuss, and then yeah, I just have a discussion about what I think about the topic, and yeah, go from there. It's pretty loose at the moment. I haven't really got a structure, so yeah, but if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, comment and share these videos. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned to the end of each video because I come up with another topic for the next video, and then yeah, and then that gives you guys an opportunity to let me know what you think, and then I can you know, incorporate those ideas into the next video. But yeah, also if you have a look down below, check out the links to my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Yeah, and yeah, sweet. I try and comment back to everyone if I can. I think I do already. And yeah, so yeah, I'm up for any discussion. I'm pretty an open book. Ask me anything. I don't care. I'll discuss as best I can and try and keep it PG rated because my kids watch this channel. So yeah, so getting into the video, this title of this video is like, it's another story time. It's just about, I recently volunteered at the New Zealand and Art Tattoo Festival here in New Plymouth, New Zealand. So if you haven't seen anything about this before, I will link a description in below about the actual event. I think it's been running for about 7 years. I might be wrong. I don't really know too much about it. So yeah, but I've always wanted to go, and I never bought a ticket because I'm always, you know, I like to get a lot of feedback first from people to make sure I'm getting my money's worth, and that's like food. Like whenever somebody suggests something, I always like to make sure that somebody's told me about it before I actually try it, because yeah, I don't know, I'm just like that. I don't like to try new things unless, yeah, I've been told. But since I volunteered there, it is freaking worth the money. So yeah, definitely check out my last video, my first vlog. I vlogged a little bit about it. I didn't vlog too much because I was a bit embarrassed, like a bit shy. There was a lot of people there with cameras, and I'm not usually shy, but I think because there was so many people there, and yeah, it would have been worse in the morning because there was a lot more people in the morning. However, I was working and volunteering in the back room, in the stencil room, right by the tattoo artists themselves. So yeah, I didn't really see much till after my shift, and that's when I did all the footage. So it didn't look like there was a lot of people. Like it was amazing. But yeah, a lot of people had left already by the time I had finished my shift. So I think if I started filming at the beginning, you guys would have realized. But there was a lot more outside as well. But yeah, I think that's where I was mainly a bit too thing about filming. So yeah, but oh yeah, can you see my Christmas tree in the background? Merry Christmas to everyone. It's coming up to December, and yes, I'm going off a little bit about topic, but this tree has a lot of history with us. My older daughter, when I first started going out with her son, she bought this tree for my baby, my boy, and that was his very first Christmas. So this tree here is 11 years old, and it's still going. It's only little. Yeah, I'd say it's about, what, 60 centimeters tall, and it's still going strong. I haven't put the decorations on yet because, yeah, I don't know. Because we're not going to be home for Christmas. I'm going to be in Thailand. So, yeah, so we haven't really, but yeah, if you check out my Instagram, there's a video on there with all the decorations, and the decorations have been made by my children. So every year they make new decorations, so we've got new decorations to add to the tree. Yeah, like I said, this year we're not going to be home for Christmas, so I don't know whether to decorate it or not. I don't know, we'll go into that. But okay, on to the topic. Okay, so I don't know whether to name the tattoo artist or not. I don't know. Maybe I should. Okay, his name is Steve Butcher. Okay, so he's a very, very renowned tattoo artist, and he is it's really funny because I didn't even know who he was until I embarrassed myself. The lady I was working next to in the stencil room, she told me who he was, and I was like, oh my god, like shit. So I had a search for him on Facebook, and I already follow him, like, but the thing is, see, I follow his artwork, so not for him, so I didn't know his face, I just knew his artwork, and I was just like, oh my god. Okay, so anyway, the story goes, okay, so I was sitting down in the stencil room with this other lady that I was working with, volunteering with, and it got so packed all of a sudden because I don't know, oh, maybe I should explain what the stencil room is first. Okay, so the stencil room is like where all the tattoo artists come in. They've got their drawing for what, you know, they got to do. They photocopy it. I learned a lot this weekend, so I might go into that a little bit more. They photocopy it, and then they put it through this like laminating machine with the blue ink. I don't know if anybody knows, but yeah, so that's so that when they Vaseline up the place where it's going to get tattooed, and when they put the print on, they take the paper off, and then the outline of the tattoo is there. So that's what the stencil room was. So they just come in to get the stencil all prepared so that they can put it onto the person and tattoo away. So anyway, it got really packed all of a sudden on Saturday morning. Oh yeah, I didn't video on Sunday because what happened was I was supposed to be babysitting. So I would have had to go straight from my shift to my friend's house to babysit. But that ended up falling through. My friend ended up getting sick, so she didn't need to go to work, so I didn't need to babysit. But by the time that happened, I ended up having to go back to Waitara, which is another place in not far from New Plymouth. I had to go there and pick up my children, so I didn't do any videoing anyway. Yeah, and because I had already uploaded the video before Sunday, I think I uploaded it Saturday night. So Sunday, it would have been pointless having two different vlogs about the same thing. So anyway, that's why I didn't incorporate 2 days. So yeah, and I'm sorry everybody that watched. I think it's Funny New Dad. He was funny. He was. He said that, yeah, oh, because I was going on a little bit about the embarrassing story, and I think I frustrated him a little bit because, yeah, he wanted to hear the story, but I was so tired at the end of it, so, yeah, sorry, man. But, yeah, so I'm explaining it now, well, sort of, I'm going off topic, but, okay, so we were sitting in the stencil room, and it got really packed all of a sudden, and all these tattoo artists just flew in, and because those machines where you put the stencils through, like the laminator, you can only do like 10 at a time, and they like go into like a shutdown mode for like 15 minutes. It was so frustrating for them because I think that some of them had to wait for an hour. And anyway, so yeah, so sometimes, you know, the tattoo artists would be waiting to print off their pictures, or they were waiting for the laminating machine things, and they were waiting there for a while, so we got to chat to them, you know. I was like, hey, where you from, blah 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 blah. So anyway, she started talking to this guy, which was Steve. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm just remembering the really embarrassing. I'm so embarrassing. Anyway, okay, so he was standing there, and she started talking to him, and she's like, oh, did you finish the Jimi Hendrix yesterday that you started? And he goes, yeah, right. I don't know what he's saying. And I said, oh my gosh, how did you get into work today? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock this morning. And I said, oh, me neither, because as you guys know, I went to a birthday the night before on Friday night, so I had a couple of drinks, and I said, oh yeah, same. I had some wine last night, and I didn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock this morning either, or 3 o'clock. I can't remember what I said to him. And then he looks at me, and he's like, what? And I was like, oh, and then he goes, oh, he started laughing. He's like, you're judging me? Man, what? And I said, oh, well, you know, wine's not as potent as Jimi Hendrix. And But you should have seen the look on his face. He was like, what is this dumb cow on about? Like, and then as soon as I said the wine isn't as potent as Jimi Hendrix, I realized, I was like, oh no, Jimi Hendrix as in the singer. Because I'm sure there's a drink called the Hendrix or something like that. I don't know. I just had a very blonde moment at that time. And like, yeah, he laughed a little, and like heaps of other tattoo artists were in line, and I'm sure they heard. I didn't even look at them, but I was so embarrassed because they just must have thought, this is one really dopey girl. And yeah, no, I don't know. He did talk to me a little bit after that, but I think because I was already embarrassed about that, I kind of just kept fixating on that one particular thing. But yeah, so yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. I did say a couple other embarrassing things to some of the other tattoo artists, but hey, that was the worst one because I didn't realize how big he was. And yeah, he's pretty, like, he was saying that he's going to Spain and yeah, other countries, like for the next couple of weeks. He's going to be like really fully booked, so he's very, yes. And then, like I said, when he left, the chick I was working with was, you know, she told me, so I got really embarrassed. But oh my gosh, I'm still reliving the moment. Okay, so I told my friend, because as you guys, I don't know if you've watched my vlog, I went to my friend's house that night and I told her, and yeah, I know I might do another embarrassing video next, actually. Okay, I was going to do something else, but okay, so I'll end that video there. But I've got another embarrassing video about a time when I met, he's the mayor. Oh no, I think he's the MP. Oh, he was. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. But he's very important. He's a government. He's like one of the. Oh, I don't know if it's the same thing as you guys in other countries, but he's either the mayor or the MP. I've got to Google it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I met him and I made another fool of myself. So I might talk about that in the next video. Oh my gosh, I'm such a blonde. Like, honestly, like I said, I've got word diarrhea. So like, just random shit pops out of my mouth like all the time. It's just, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten in trouble, really. So, okay. So I'm going to leave the video there. Yeah, let me know what your funny moments were. I want to know. That'd be really funny. Like, the most awkward moments, yeah, stuff like that. See, I mean, even though, you know, I do a lot of embarrassing things when I'm drinking, or when I was drinking a lot, at least I got the alcohol to blame. When I do silly stuff and say stupid stuff when I'm sober, like, what have I got to blame? No one or nothing. It's just me. So, oh yeah. So that'll be my next video about when I met the government body person. Alright, so yeah, I'll leave that there and I'll catch you guys later.